All right, guys. Well, I'm back today with a Tuesday deal roundup a day late. I ended up getting kidney stones this weekend, and it was pretty much miserable. So I couldn't film a video, or I just didn't feel like filming a video. So we pushed it back a day, but everything is good to go. And I've got some deals for you on the gear channel. Now, this is pretty interesting because I purchased a couple of new things off of Amazon specifically to try them out. ThruNite saw some of my other videos where I was singing praises about their lights, so they sent some out in conjunction. They combined that with a sale they're offering, so they figured they would mention the sale as well. We'll talk about some of those new lights. And then there's a few companies that I've taken a look at in the past that we're going to bring back up. Kind of some repeat deals, but this time they're finally back in stock. The last time I featured them, they sold out really quickly. One of the first ones I want to feature, and probably is one of the most interesting knives I've seen in an incredibly long time, is this Benky Damascus steel knife, and this one has an abalone seashell handle. That handle was absolutely beautiful. This looks like a gentleman's folding knife. It's a really interesting conversation starter, yet it's not a novelty. It's a practical, functional knife that works out incredibly well, made with premium materials. This is actually true hand-forged Damascus steel. You can see in the back that's actually 38-layer Damascus steel on both sides of the blade. This actually has a center portion of the blade, though, that maintains its rigidity and edge quality of VG10 steel. So that's actually a layered and a core Damascus steel blade. That is really impressive, especially when you hear the price of this knife. When I first saw it and actually saw the premium materials involved, this is truly competing with like $80, $100 knives. Now, granted, there's going to be some sacrifices in build quality and material selection over those, but this one comes in at $35 and 99 cents. Now, the deal alert portion of this is actually on sale for 15% off, so $30 with free prime shipping. Now, the pocket clip leaves a little bit to be desired, but it's definitely functional. It runs out a bearing system, so it deploys incredibly nicely. The flipper has some jimping on the back, allowing you to get a good hold, and it's incredibly ergonomic in your hand. Now, it doesn't have any jimping on the back, and the handle material is very slick and smooth, so you're going to find more functional knives out there than this, but you're not going to find a knife as cool and as beautiful as this, but still as functional. Like, it's a really unique, interesting conversation starter. And if you busted this out as your EDC knife, a lot of people would have some interesting things to say, but this is such a cool knife, and I can highly recommend it. I'm going to start carrying this around and see how it does. But again, don't know how long that 15% off is going to last. And if you're not a huge fan of this handle, they have the same style knife with a steel and like a rosewood design handle. So you'll definitely want to check that out. I'll link this as well as everything else in the description below. And if there are any codes or anything that you need to add, I'll also put those in the description below. No, we spent a lot of time on that knife. I was thinking about doing a full review, but since I kind of cut you short this week on the Tuesday deal video, I figured I'd wrap everything up on the one. Now, the next thing I want to talk about is another knife, and this one is the Gonzo Firebird Fh 91GB. We've already featured this. It's one of the larger frame Gonzo knives. This one has D2 steel and then a G10 handle, so incredibly premium materials, and again, at an affordable price. These generally sell for right around $37 to $38. The last time I featured them, it was because they were doing a very good deal alert at 25 bucks. So they sold out almost instantly, but now they are actually back in stock. This is going on the Friday deal alert video on my other channel, but I figured I'd give you guys a sneak peek. So if you buy it up before the Friday guys in the main channel, then you got the heads up, and that's why you need to subscribe to this channel. If you haven't done so and you're just seeing this, a lot of these deals are kind of slated for the Friday deal videos, but you guys get a first look at the gear items on this channel. D2 steel, G10 handle, ball bearing, easy deploy opening, just a solid knife, and they're $25. They've got the green, the black, and the gray in stock. I'll probably grab a second. I like them so much. Moving along to another knife that I've already discussed in the past, but not this particular version. This is attack knives out the front. This is the Mt3 Rt. So it comes with an incredibly reliable action. This one has a heavier zinc alloy handle, a glass breaking pommel, and then this one has an interesting, I don't know what you would call this blade style. It's almost like a duckbill, a flat edge, so it's going to be incredibly easy to get a razor's edge on there because it's going to be so easy to sharpen. It comes really sharp out of the box. Well, fairly sharp for an out the front knife. Now the Gonzo is going to be a little bit sharper, things like that, but for an out the front knife, this one's fairly sharp. And again, you can put and hone a fine edge on this thing. It's been incredibly reliable for deployment. I've been carrying it a little bit because again, it's an interesting and unique design. A lot of times I'm carrying different things, I don't know, just for the fun of it, but I still like to carry practical items. Now, this one is on sale. It generally sells for $70. It's on sale for $44.95, and I've got a code 704 Tactical for 15% off tack knives. They also have a huge liquidation sale going on, and that code is also valid on the liquidation sale. So definitely check them out. Check out this knife in particular. I'll link it in the description below. Transitioning to some ThruNites, these are ones that ThruNite actually sent out to the channel. So I figured I'd feature them here because it's in conjunction with their sale. This is a really interesting light called the Archer. It's a 2 AA battery flashlight, and it takes 2 of them in there. And what makes this one unique is the fact that it has a tail switch as well as a side switch that selects the light setting, and then it just turns it on and off right here, allowing you to set your setting. Don't worry about it, and then click it and cycle through. These generally sell for $50, and I can see why. They've got really nice knurling and texturing on the handle. They're very premium quality lights, and they're IPX water resistant, so they can actually be fully submerged. You don't generally see these types of specs and features in slimline design in a lot of those cheaper kind of Amazon flashlights. You definitely have to make sacrifices. This one is on sale for, I think, darn close to 50% off. It's $25.49, and I can highly recommend it. So you click it on with the tail switch, and you can cycle it to the ultra-low lumen setting and really save that battery and kind of navigate a campsite, inside your tent, read a book, things like that. And then you can click it through the modes, and whatever mode you left it on, you can click that. And also has an incredibly bright mode, and then that incredibly dim mode, making this a very versatile knife. And again, it remembers what the last setting it was, so you can just pick it up and good to go. And then if you pick it up and you want to click up, you can just click up, and then again back to that really dim setting. So such a cool little light, especially for that sale. Don't know how long it's going to last. Transitioning to a smaller micro EDC light, I've fallen in love with this ThruNite little Archer Mini. This is a 405 lumen output at its max. It has a double reversible pocket clip, allowing you to clip this on the bill of your hat and use it as a headlamp. The other cool thing, it comes with a USB recharging system. So you unthread the head, and it takes a micro USB-C charging port, so you can plug it in and recharge it. It also has a clip, and this is also IPX waterproof rated, which is fully submergible. The tail switch turns it on to a mid setting of about 18 lumens, and I'm going to pull up the spec sheet right here so you guys can see as well if you wanted to pause everything about this light. But that low setting at 18 lumens lasts 7.5 hours. That's an entire night of working on a car, out at a camping trip. And then it also has a high lumen mode, which is 450. And then it also has a strobe mode. So you double click it to get to the high, and you can see how blinding it is. It lights up the whole room for a compact light. Then you triple click it for a defensive or an alert strobe. How cool is that? Again, this is coming in at an on sale price because it's 20% off right now. So they generally sell for $25.99. I think they're honestly worth every penny. A really awesome EDC light, but they're going to have a 20% off code, dropping the price closer to $20. And again, you have all of those options as well as a waterproof rating. That's pretty cool. If you guys see what's on my hand, I actually super glued a little stab wound there from messing with some knives, but that's neither here nor there. So I hope this gives you a ton of different high value options in the light and knife category. I know I had some more requests for multi-tools. I'm keeping my eyes peeled, so if you have any suggestion for multi-tool deals, please leave them in the comments section below, and also let me know what else you want to see in these videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one.